Welcome to the Mic Drop, the podcast developed and inspired by Mike Robinson, founder, Global Cannabinoid Research Center, cancer survivor, cannabis activist, and cannabis philanthropist. This episode is the audio from Mike's Facebook Live appearance on July 18th, where he gives a overview of what he's working on now, how he's wrapping up his Cannabis Philanthropy with the biggest CBD giveaway ever, and some of the thoughts and feelings he's had behind that, and transitioning to more retail sales, trying to make some money. Some interesting behind-the-scenes look from the cannabis industry. He talks about his endocannabinoid education platform that he's got on his website. He also talks in detail about some of his products and his corporations and Genevieve's dream, the cohesive focus for him for all these corporations to fund Genevieve's dream based on his daughter Genevieve and her autism and for a developmental center. So without further ado, I'm going to stop talking and say thanks for tuning in. Take it away, Mike.
How you guys doing? I was sitting here trying to start a live video for like the last 20 minutes, working on various different things, and I really don't even know if I'm connected yet. I'll see in a second, but I believe I am connected. So, I wanted to talk about so many different things that are going on. As I sit here in my small office with a lot happening, I felt, I'm going to go live. I don't do it as much as I want to, but, I wanted to talk about so many advancements in cannabinoid medicine as we're still just giving away compassion products. I mean, we've got capsules, we've got tinctures. I'm still custom blending some stuff for people that seriously need it. We've got all kinds of activity going on. Recently, in the last couple of days, a press release hit that was reprinted or published in over 100 newspapers. And I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? And it was my announcement of my plan, my map that I'm rolling out. In order to see the new compassion thrive, we've got to create it. And the only way to create a new compassion is through philanthropy. It's not going to happen the way it used to. Through this giveaway, over 12,000 products have left my home. My hands have been on every single box that was made here. I've talked to every single person that Anne-Marie has. But that type of compassion's over. It is an era that is gone. Doing this giveaway was a way to bring back to light attention to people what it was like back in the days of compassion, back in the days where we just wrote on bottles and gave away things and helped people everywhere. Now, things have changed. Now Mike Robinson works on stuff like this. What is this? Now, this is not relaxation revolution. This is not forest bathing. This is not nanobles. But this is a nano creation that's stabilizing right now for a sports medicine and entertainment medicine creation. I've got multiple different things I'm working on right now, including some investigative medicine with the universities. I'm starting to pair up with some different researchers to change the face of medicine, and that's what we're looking to do. I was approached and asked, hey, Mike, would you like to help us change the face of medicine? And I very much do. We very much need to have cannabinoid medicine as mainstream in oncology, in neurology. We need doctors to be able to go to the Global Cannabinoid Research Center website, take the course on the endocannabinoid system, and learn. We now have available the 12 continuing medical education units on my website so doctors can learn. So if your doctor tells you, look, I don't know enough about cannabis to be comfortable, tell them, look, there's the Global Cannabinoid Research Center website with an AMA-approved course on it. Okay? So you can get certified and put a little thing up on your wall that says, look, I'm certified in endocannabinoid medicine. quit telling me you don't know enough, because there's more than enough to know. Every day I review over 200 to 300 new research studies that have popped out. It's more than incredible. As I work with other researchers around the world, what I find is the advances are just amazing. And that's one reason why I made Relaxation Revolution. Hey, so how are we going to fund compassion? How possibly can one guy fill 12,000 boxes, every 3 months and make sure people have that? That won't work. The only thing we can do is fund corporations. So what you're going to find is you've got Nanobles Incorporated with my partner David U. Haley up in the Bay Area, working hard right now with the prototypes that were created a couple months ago, looking for investors for that corporation, which is also set up to fund the Carousel Challenge. Relaxation Revolution is also set up to fund the Carousel Challenge. Genevieve's Dream Incorporated is pushing forward getting investment funds, also set up to fund the Carousel Challenge. And what does that do? It builds a $12.5 million developmental center for kids and adults with developmental delays, with funds from cannabis oils. Now, isn't that smart? Isn't that compassion? Create corporations that fund what our kids need and young adults need with developmental delays, and making it an amusement park so you and I can go and have fun at the place and watch a bunch of smiling faces, because we need to smile. And one thing for sure, people with developmental delays are a lot happier than most of us. So it goes on. Forest bathing has been created, multiple different forests created. That product line is available through the Source Cannabinoids. It's for sale right now. You can buy it right now. It's just like a Relaxation Revolution as far as being in a roll-on. Now, the interesting thing about a roll-on is that when you press it down on your body like this, and I'm going to have to keep this one, okay, but when you press it down on your body, it applies pressure, it opens the pores up. So when you smell this beautiful smell of terpenes, what you're also getting is that opening and dilation of the pores, and the nanomaterial is going into your skin, into your tissue, and creating basically a transdermal patch out of your tissue. Isn't that interesting? So then you've got a 98% absorption rate. And so now, not only are you using a next level medicine, you're also absorbing it at 98% into your bloodstream. And generally we're looking at about 6% with oils. We're not doing very good there. So what I created was literally a roll-on or a spray. So you could take it out and spray it on yourself. Okay, these are created after waterfalls. What I also created was a refill. So, wow, isn't that cool? Because you get one of these little things, like, you buy these in the cannabis industry, right? And you get these little containers in the cannabis industry. But what don't you get? Something to refill it. So what happens in the cannabis industry? Garbage is produced. We're not about garbage. We're about saving Mother Earth in the cannabis industry. I don't like packaging. I don't like boxes. I don't like complicated labels that don't need to be on hemp extracts. I like things that are easy and smooth. So this stuff's got to be expensive, huh? What if it was only $29? Because that's all it is. What if it was only $50 to buy this and be able to refill them 3 times? That's all it is. Because I'm a researcher. I don't pay for research and development. I create research and development on a daily basis. Now, this product line will get absorbed by a corporation. That's a fact. There's multiple trying to buy it right now. I may move it over to Nanobles Incorporated. It'll probably also get offered with the Forest by the Source Cannabinoids, which is a corporation I own half of. It will also be offered by Nanobles, the corporation I own half of. Nanobles has the tropical topical line coming out, another product line I created with terpenes and nano. The Source Cannabinoids has all kinds of forests. So we're just rocking and rolling. What I'm unfolding is a plan to create so many corporations. Mike Robinson moves out of his dumpy little office into a nice building, and I do so with corporate America and corporate cannabis funding it all, because they want what I make. And guess what I won't do? I won't allow you to put your label on here if you own a company. No, you cannot buy white label. No, you cannot co-label this. This is my creation. So you can either come to me if you're in the industry and pay and have it wholesale to sell. So it can continually fund compassion. So continually we can take this product and make it buy one, get one. That is my plan for Relaxation Revolution. Because it's a lot more than just a topical that smells really good. It's also a bath. I mean, I made a bath soap with this stuff that just rocks. It's just amazing. So, I mean, there's so many things that we can do with cannabis and cannabinoid medicine. And at this point, you know, I'm wondering if anybody's watching has any questions. I mean, can I answer any basic questions? The skin is the largest human organ. Steve Dillenbeck, thank you very much. Skin is the largest human organ. That's why Mike specializes and pretty much is an expert in nanotechnology in the creation of terpinated or terpene glycosides. I actually have a technology I created that I'm in the process of getting patented on breaking the terp. Basically breaking off the water-soluble part of the terpene while it's in the nano itself. So there's nanoterpenes out there. I mean, they've been out there for a while. But I don't make nanoterpenes. What I do is add mono and other sesquiterpenes to nano, and then I break them. Very interesting, huh? Scientists are like, Mike, what does that mean? I'm like, guess what? You got to figure it out. So, you know, the bottom line of it is we're in the next level of cannabinoid medicine. THC and CBD will always be great. But, you know, when we look at Genevieve's Dream, that is a CBG creation. People went nuts over getting this bottle of CBGA with CBD. Why did it work so good? Because it's the next level. It's the next step. We've looked at CBD. We look at thousands and thousands of different CBD products. And I'm not saying it's not a great cannabinoid, but the base is very inexpensive now. I'm not saying CBD prices drop like they should. So if you own a CBD company and you're watching this, you're probably not going to like me because I'm going to say right now that these prices are way too high. Way too high. Nano, okay, is way more expensive. Way, way, way more expensive than a CBD oil. So how come my nano topical at 250 active milligrams, 2,500 milligram extract is only $29? Because that's all it should cost, folks. When I sent this out to be appraised, the value came back at $89. So I'm supposed to sell this to you for $89, even though it only cost me $10 or $11 to make with a label. That's the industry. I don't like the industry. So I'm entering the industry to disrupt the hell out of it. Okay? Because I do not like watching patients suffer. I do not like reading the emails and messages that I get on Who's Needing Help from the thousands and thousands of people that can't afford CBD. And I'm watching all these CBD companies let their stock just get old. That's how I got $1 million of the CBD to give you guys. I went out and told the industry, look, you're letting your stock get old and throwing it away. What kind of philanthropy is that? How are you setting an example? What possibly are you doing to change the world when you throw away a big old pile of plastic, glass, cardboard, and styrofoam because you could not sell your product? What I asked is to give it away, but continually the industry doesn't want to give it away. The industry doesn't want to say, hey, consumer, here, have this. You can have it. I want to say that. I want to give it to you all day long. My partners at Nanables want to give it to you. My partners at the Source Cannabinoids want to give it to you. We want to help you with forest bathing, with Relaxation Revolution, with Nanables Tropical Topicals. I'm also working with Everyday Natural Products. Asmith Kaminsky, how you doing? Well, he's busy getting his plants in the ground right now. But we've made Mike's Medicinals. That's about to pop on the market. That's 4 product lines. A 5th one is being created right now. A 6th one is being made for breast cancer. And a 7th one is being prepared right now in Santa Barbara. That's 7 different product lines being launched before the end of 2020. And that is before we get to Genevieve's Dream, which is the huge one. Okay? So what I'm looking to do, my map is already written. It's already done. I've been working on it for the last year and a half. I've just been watching an industry that would not support patients, that would not support my daughter. I've been watching an industry just go yay over everything Genevieve does, but won't support her. You know what I mean? It's like you want to use articles about us, but you don't want to actually stand behind compassion. You don't want to stand behind the cannabis love story, but you want to sell your cannabis product. Well, I got news for you. A lot of people in the world of cannabis, especially in my state in California, open your damn eyes, man. Dennis Perone worked all night, so many nights. We're talking Brownie Merritt. We're talking Wayne Justman. You could be watching this. There was a whole team writing Prop 215. There's not hundreds, thousands of people. And Dennis had the island in 1974. Harvey Milk had his campaign there. The first real dispensary was upstairs from the island where cannabis was sold. Dennis Perone literally went on for 20 years before Prop 215 selling cannabis. So everybody talking crap about the black market in California, guess where your company came from? Guess where your big, huge commercial grow came from? You are more than likely an illegal weed dealer before you have your big commercial grow. Either that or you're growing some shitty commercial weed. That's just the truth, okay? The good cannabis is coming from the old black market guys that have had to cross over and get their licenses because they've had no choice because recreational laws have stepped on and destroyed medicinal. They destroyed compassion, destroyed the industry, and brought in a bunch of people with a lot of money. So, hey, if you're one of those people with a lot of money, you can come and talk to me about my breast milk here that I make. And that's our joke in the house, and it looks like that. I mean, you know, I'm just talking real, and a lot of people don't like that. But, hey, it's just the real. I'm a very humble person. I'm not arrogant. I'm happy to be breathing. I'm a very, very humble person. Look at me. I don't buy new clothes. I got the same shorts on I wore like 5 years ago. You know, I'm in my beat-up office. I don't care about stuff like that. I care about you guys. I care about patients. I wouldn't be making even a single product if the industry would have just backed Genevieve's dream, but they did not. They would not back my daughter's needs, okay? I made a nonprofit so the cannabis industry could thrive off the story that it thrives off every single day, and the cannabis industry didn't respond, so I joined the cannabis industry, not as a patient, as a formulator, as a researcher, as a creator of products, and as the owner of multiple corporations. Okay? I mean, there was no choice but to do this. I mean, I got to take care of my kid. What else am I supposed to do? I mean, I work from home. That's my home office. There's beautiful Anne-Marie. How you doing? Here's Bug's Carousel. So, you know, I want the Carousel Challenge to happen. I don't want it to be something that was just done for the heck of it, right? I want there to be a Carousel Village. I want my daughter to have a future, man. I came knocking on this door years ago, to come see a compassion patient, a girl who's thrived. And look what's in the house. Right next to the door. See, the front door is over there. And what's right there? What's right here? This was 54 boxes. That was 54 boxes. 2 full pallets. You guys watched 2 weeks ago. One man, one woman, no help, moved those products out of our house. We got them to you. We got them to you with some samples. We've got more packages going out. We've got a friend of ours coming right now to pick up even more packages for veterans. I'm not done sending out compassion packages, so people that need help, we're still here. We're still going to send out even more. We're not done yet. I've got product lines to launch. I definitely need to make an income for my family. But we're not done giving. And guess what? We'll never be done giving. Never. Ever. Every single product line I make will always have an element of compassion in it. The source cannabinoids, forest bathing, funds the Carousel Challenge. Nanibles funds the Carousel Challenge. Relaxation Revolution funds the Carousel Challenge. on and on and on. It all funds this, giving people what they need. Okay? Because giving people what they need allowed me to meet my daughter. Now, isn't that a weird statement? To meet my daughter, to know my daughter, because I helped people, because I gave up what I couldn't use myself, and a lot of times I gave up what I needed myself. You know what, folks? I did. When I first met Genevieve, I pulled the oil out of my pocket I needed for cancer. I had 3 stage 4 cancers, and I pulled the oil from my front pocket and said, "Here, Anne-Marie, here, take it. Take my oil." And she was like, no, I won't take it from you. I told her, no, I'll go get more. You don't need to worry about it. I'll get more for myself. You take care of your daughter. Now, this is a woman I didn't know, a girl I didn't know, okay? So, I mean, giving does this. I mean, my gosh, I lived out of a suitcase, people. I mean, I was all over the world in a suitcase. I have a home. I have a family. I have grandkids. People say, "Mike, you're not getting paid for what you do." And I look at them and say, bullshit. Okay? Payment is not in money. It's not silver and gold that pays us, people. Love pays us. Love wins. Money never will. Okay? That's why we're going to make money so we can give it away. And everybody in the cannabis industry that doesn't like what I'm doing, guess what? I don't care. And all the CBD companies that unfollowed me on Instagram, guess what? We have programs that show us who unfollowed us. Isn't that a novel concept? Don't these people know that? So I know who, out of the 1,083 unfollowers, was a CBD company. More than 1,000 companies unfollowed me because I was giving away products. And I guess that was going to hurt them. Wow. But the companies that came to me and said, "Hey, Mike, please give up our product. Please give it to the people," they're doing good. Zoya CBD, I'll tell you right now, is not the cheapest product. It's not the lowest price product. I've talked to them about reformulating, and more than likely will reformulate and make a whole new product line for them. An affordable product line for them. Okay? That's going to come. How do you think this happened? I mean, 2 pallets don't fall out of the sky. Somebody wanted Mike Robinson to work, and Mike Robinson said, "No, you got to give first if you want me to work." That's how this got here. I'm not going to sit and pat my back, but holy shit, people, this doesn't just happen, man. Okay? It doesn't just happen. So when I've asked people, "Will you please pay for your postage?" A $500 an hour consultant is asking people to pay $7 or $8 for their postage. They're crazy. So what's happened is a lot of people have chosen to question compassion, to question what comes to them for free, instead of to embrace love and say, "Wow, this person's willing to love me." And the reason why is we have seen such a decay in humanity. Mankind, people just aren't caring for each other anymore. So everybody thinks everybody's going to rip each other off. And I think nobody cares. So it can't be true that somebody wants to give them oil. It can't be true that somebody wants to give them something for free. Well, you can message me right now. Anybody can message me right now and tell me, "Mike, I'm going through a hard time. This and this is happening." And I'll tell you, look, okay, this is what I do for a lot of people. Today, I sent 8 of these out. 8 different boxes that were this big. Okay? People got 10, 12, 15 products at a time. Here's your winter supply. Okay? Because they messaged me with gratitude. They were real about it. They didn't try to use me. They weren't fake. They weren't short. They asked me, "Mike, how you doing today?" You know? They said, "We love you. We care about you." And I said it back. I love you too. You know, I do a lot of posts like that. I love you. And I mean it, man. When people say, "I love you," it's okay, man. Don't be worried because somebody told you they love you. Don't go, "Oh, no." Don't get scared. If you're a woman and I tell you I love you, guess what? I love you very, very much. Not like I love Anne-Marie. That's a different love. She's my gorgeous babe, okay? But I love you. Everybody. And everybody should freely tell each other, hey, I love you. Imagine if we did that. I posted about this the other day. Imagine if we all just said, I love you instead of good morning. Imagine if we all just said, I love you instead of how you doing today. Let's go over to Genevieve's unicorn. She likes this little unicorn. This carousel horse is worth like $15,000, man. I mean, I just found and scored this amazing horse for her. But, wow. Could you imagine a world where we all just told each other we loved each other every single time we talked? If it was just a normal thing to do, instead of saying hello, we said, hi, I love you. Hey, what are you doing today? Can you imagine that? Pick up the phone. Hey, how's it going? Hey, Mike, love you. I want to see if you've got any kilos of CBD. Oh, not sure, Mark, but I love you very much. Let me check and see if I've got any of that in hand. Oh, Mike, well, go check and see if you've got some of this. But let me tell you this, brother, I love you. Would it really be that hard? I watch people every day hate on each other so easily. Would it really be that hard to just love each other? It's a lot easier. It's a very soft emotion. It's warm inside. It feels good. When I made the product line Relaxation Revolution, I made it because I wanted to do a lot more than make a product. I wanted to make a TV show. I wanted to get on Netflix, man. I thought this is the revolution. Literally, because I was watching people march on TV, do all kinds of crazy stuff, go nuts, get pissed. And I thought, the real revolution needs to be relaxation. We need to all relax, calm down, handle our depression, our anxiety, our PTSD, our health issues, and be relaxed, because everybody's really uptight. So that's where the name Relaxation Revolution came from. And I thought, wow, this could be a TV show, a reality show. It could be a whole movement, the revolution. So anyway, I'm done talking. I love you guys very much. Hey, look, we're not done giving it away. So if you need help, get in touch, and I'll help you out. Much love.
And that is a wrap. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Mic Drop. My name is Jill Woodworth, and I am your host. You can find Mike at his various websites, the Global Cannabinoid Research Center, Genevieve's Dream, Nanobles.com, Mike'sMedicines.com, his blog, and thesourcecannabinoids.com. Thanks again for tuning in. Peace out.